Okay, and we're recording. Hello, everybody. Grandalorian here. It's been a while, granted, I know that, but the end of the year was very hectic at school. And now that summer's here, it's time to relax, go on vacation, and just enjoy a little time off before I start the grind up again with golf in the fall. Or actually, it's in August. We start up early there. So we're down here in Florida, and I want to bring my special guest in, the one, the only, the Momeror, of course.
Hello, from outside.
Yes, you're out on the patio. We are staying in a wonderful resort off property at Disney and just totally loving life. But of course, we're going to Disney and we went to Citricos first night here for dinner. And we thought we'd give everybody a little review of the restaurant and is it worth it? Which, spoiler alert, yes, absolutely, in my opinion. What did you think?
Oh, most definitely. And we've talked over the years about how the food quality has just changed. And I think if you're down here, no matter what kind of eating you want to do, even the table serve, I mean, not counter service, it's improved tremendously. But
Yeah, I
when
mean,
you get
don't
up to
sleep on
this level,
Cosmic Rays. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on. What did you just say?
I said, don't sleep on Cosmic Rays in the Magic Kingdom. It's actually kind of decent.
Oh, definitely. Well, you went there. I didn't go there.
I went there last time, and that we do a whole another review of counter foods, maybe when the kids get down here, and where they can join in on that. But for Citricos, here we go. There we go. Citricos is in the Grand Floridian, and the nice thing about eating there, you need a reservation, and you should dress up. We dressed up a bit but we noticed some people were wearing shorts and t-shirts and that. And, that's not my thing. So we dressed up. I mean, not that I was in a black suit and tie or anything or a tuxedo, but I had on a golf shirt and nice khaki slacks and that. And you were looking really nice. So this is
Thank you.
one of your higher end restaurants.
I think they call this their signature restaurants.
Yeah, it's this one and Victorian
Nar-
Alps, which is really expensive, right next door.
Actually, do you know what? I looked that one up and we can talk about that later. There's tiered levels in Disney eating. And I think that one's at their most finest. So this is right underneath that. I think this is on the same level as Narcosi, which is, if that's pronounced correctly, which is more of a seafood. That's on the lake at Grand Floridian.
Yeah, they're remodeling that one too, it looks like.
Right.
All right, so we go in, we sit down, we get the menu. I took a picture. Oh, it's kind of, I didn't format this right. Oh, well, you can just get a kind of look at the menu a little bit here. Here's some of the appetizers they have or starters. They had a strawberry salad, the Citricos house salad, which you got, sans the olives. You did not get the olives.
No, I
Uh,
did not.
sweet corn bisque and the wild mushroom arancini.
Which you got.
Which I got and was outstanding. Um, and then you have your entrees and some enhancements. We did not get any enhancements, but if I did, that truffle mac and cheese was calling my name. Or that smoked cauliflower looked really good too.
You know what? It's funny. I didn't even see this. I think I may have ordered that smoked cauliflower.
Yeah, it looked really good. Next time, we'll get that next
Yeah,
time.
I know.
So we started with first off, they bring out bread. There was two kinds of breads, and they had this butter with some kind of citrus, maybe orange, and sea salt, which was delicious. And you had a Kalamata olive bread, which was really good, and then fresh made ciabatta. Now, this is the only time I'll say this about Citricos, but the ciabatta bread was good. I think my ciabatta bread's better. And if you look at my playlist, there's one about making ciabatta bread. Try that out. That recipe's really good. I actually thought my ciabatta is better than this one. This was good.
You are the bread maker in our home, and it is excellent. I need to add something about the butter.
Uh-huh.
I didn't care. I like when butter has the herbs in it or they do something different with it. First, it has to be butter, can't be margarine. But I really did not care for the orange. I thought it was too overpowering.
Hmm.
as a taste. It was interesting. I didn't not like it. I just didn't care for it because the bread was good. And I agree. It wasn't, a ciabatta should be to me a little bit more full. I don't know. Is that the right word? What is the word I'm looking for? It should have
Maybe
a little bit
denser.
more. Yes. Thank you. And I just felt it was too much more baguette, and it shouldn't have been. It should be more Italian. And then I felt the orange just didn't complement it well. And I didn't have any of the olive bread. You did. You like that?
Yeah, it was good. And I like the butter. I guess, different folks.
Right. Right. Was there rye seeds in that bread? It looked like there was some kind of seed in that olive bread.
I think there's just little diced pieces of olive in it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's delicious though.
It was good. And you know what? I really like the fact that there was a bunch. The one thing that always bugs me in restaurants is when they bring out one roll. And I'm thinking, particularly in Florida, because you're walking all the time and it's hot. And so you need to replenish. And I'm like, I need more bread.
Yeah, we're running down here. We need our carbs.
I know. And this was, and I think did we eat this whole basket or close
No.
to it? Oh, okay. But it was plenty.
Maybe
it was,
half.
It was a good
Yeah,
amount.
it was plenty.
Yeah.
Good amount. And then our wild mushroom arancini, which you break these open and they're stuffed with like risotto and little mushrooms, and you got that aioli on there, and the cipollini jam, which was also on my entree too. Cipollini is like a little sweet onion. Actually, cipollini in Italian means like little onion. It's like cipolle, I think, is onion. So cipollini is like little onion. So these little sweet onions, and they roast them or something in a sweet sauce. So they're just delicious. So good. I ate 2 of these and you ate 1. You know what? If you'd have gone to the bathroom and it came out, I probably would have eaten all 3 and then be like, yeah, I canceled it. I would have just eaten them all.
The one thing I really liked about this appetizer, the dressing, do you see it? You can see it back there on the previous. It wasn't smothering. So you really tasted the whatever. What is this thing called again? What is it called again?
The aioli or
the ball of.
Oh, the arancini.
Yes. And it just wasn't overpowering. It was just delicately an accompaniment. And we liked the onions so much that they brought a whole crête for us.
Yeah, a whole extra serving of it.
I know. And I really like the watercress. I thought that was a really nice addition.
Yep.
I actually added it to my salad, what we didn't eat.
Yep. And speaking of, there's your salad. That's Parmesan shavings. And
I know. I goof with this. There were beets on top. It would have been a much prettier picture. And immediately I'm like, no, get rid of those beets. Our son would have definitely taken them. But I thought this was just amazing.
Yeah, there was like a champagne vinaigrette raspberry dressing with this.
I don't know what it was. It was so good. And then the shaved parm, it was just so good.
Yeah, it looked really good. I tried a little bit of it. It was delicious.
And then with the added watercress, it was really good.
Yeah, I'm looking here, and it's fresh oregano vinaigrette. That's the house salad. Wow. I mean, it was so good. It was just good. And then we get to, all right, now you can talk about your dish. You got the tile fish with the chorizo Key West shrimp risotto.
You know,
confit tomatoes.
Yep. Sorry, I interrupted you. Are you done?
No, that's okay. Go ahead. This was your entree.
Yeah, fish is so hard to order at restaurants, but when you go to a restaurant like this, without doubt, you know it's going to come out perfectly done. And it was flaky. It was such good flavor. It was, the juices were oozing out. You could see some of the juices there, which then really complemented the risotto underneath. And oh my golly, when I bit into that and there was shrimp underneath, oh, it was just divine. And the tomatoes, it's the perfect blend if you like seafood, of flavors that just literally melt in your mouth, but not that they're They're too, they're not quote unquote fishy. They're not overpowering. They all just blended perfectly.
Yeah, it's not like salmon, where salmon has a stronger taste to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a little bit of yours. And you know what that orangey sprinkling is on top? Magic. It's so good.
That's
It was
Tink's pixie dust.
pixie dust. And then we get to my
Yeah.
entree, the oak grilled filet. I order this medium, and every time I go out to a place and get a steak, I always order it medium. No, I like medium. Medium is very good for me. And if it comes out a little overdone and it goes into the medium well, then I'm like, oh, okay, it's still decent. But if it comes out slightly underdone, like closer to medium rare, all the better, which is how this one came out. It was really close to being medium, maybe just a 30 seconds shy of being actually medium, and it was delicious. It was so good. And you had this this wine reduction sauce and more of these cipollini jam. And the Momeror will verify, I do not like mashed potatoes. And I was eating these mashed potatoes, and the broccolini was done perfectly, just the right amount of crunch to it still as they cooked it. And it was delicious. And the wine pairing went with it. They had a Camus. It was very expensive, but perfect pairing to go with this steak. Outstanding. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, like, wow, I saw the prices on this menu. This was really expensive. It was, but if you're an annual pass holder, you get 20% off your food purchase on there. So that brings it out of the stratosphere and into the normally priced finer restaurant prices that you would get for something like that. What was your opinion? You had some of this off my plate too. We swapped plates.
Yes, we always swap plates. So to answer your question, no, to verify your statement, yes, you do not like mashed potatoes, and you ate a bunch of these and you enjoyed them. Yeah, I am loving the way you snap this picture, because I'm now seeing it almost looks like this is, so this is Snow White's restaurant now. I think that's how they've themed it. And the way this is presented, it almost looks like that's a broom. And I love the way they presented this. It's a great picture. The broccolini looks like a broom. And then the way they did the sauce, it looks like she's sweeping something up. I don't know. And I can sweep this right into my mouth every night. It was that good.
You know, it's funny. I took this in a totally different direction. When I looked at it, the way they arranged it on the plate with the sauces going around in a circle and all the little pieces of the sauce that are sticking into the plate, like it kind of reminded me of that movie, The Arrival, with the aliens and she has to translate their language, and it's all these circles and lines in it.
Yeah,
that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me that I need to. Oh, go ahead.
Translated to, this is amazing.
This is amazing, and we need to come back and here again. So I give this 5 out of 5. This was a great meal. I would do this again in a heartbeat. I would do this again tomorrow.
Yeah. And our waiter was awesome. Really quality service. The pacing of our meal, which for us is kind of difficult because we don't tend to just lounge. But I felt, we were paced really well with this meal. Just really high quality. The other thing I did want to mention, we talked about this beforehand. I was so grateful and so respectful. You're at a top-notch restaurant in Disney World. Of course, there's going to be little kids all around, and you're paying, as you mentioned. There's a lot of expensive items on the menu. The parents who brought their small children were so respectful. There was a mother who had a little toddler who was getting a little antsy, picked the toddler up, went outside. There was a family of 4, 2 young children. They were sitting in the waiting area eating. I thought, how respectful of their guests. And then there was a couple who sat next to us with a small baby, and their baby was so well behaved. I was so impressed with just the graciousness and compassion for other guests by the 3 families we interacted with.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe after tonight we can review Frontera Cucina, which is tonight's restaurant we're eating at.
Yeah, another one of our faves.
Another one of our faves. So we'll do that. We're already at 15 minutes. See how quickly this went? I mean, it's a long video, but like it was so much fun because the meal was so good. So I recommend it. Momeror recommends it. And we'll see you at the next restaurant. Have a good day.
Bye.